Alright guys, this is the Scapegoat World Editor. This is something I've been working on recently. Just added this file system, this top level menu. So this will ship with the game. You can basically create the entire game. Everything from the campaign can be made right there on your Xbox and with the Xbox controller, and that's how I've built everything so far. No Windows editors, no nothing besides what's in the game itself. So today I'm going to walk you through where it is right now. This isn't the final version of the editor. It'll probably be improved a little bit for the final version, but nonetheless, this will give you an idea of how it works. So let's create a new world. Here we are in the room editor. This big area is basically just a zoomed out view of the game world. This arrow that I can move around by pressing right trigger is where I'll spawn in the room, and can test that out. Just hotkey, hit back to start the room, and there we go. Hotkey LB and RB gets back into the editor, so you can just go back and forth all you want. Really rapid editing. So I can use the right stick to move this area down here, the categories of things, so I can put it onto walls and then draw walls. I can move it over to emptiness and it erases. There's a couple different styles of walls, but it's just visual. There's some decorations and then different wall material types. For example, I've got this crumbling bone material, which when the goat steps on disintegrates. For this demonstration, I don't really feel like building an actual puzzle because that would take too long, so maybe we can just do kind of a cool looking Rube Goldberg machine. Got some moving stuff, some conveyor belts, hopefully get things looking cool, maybe add some explosions here or there. So let's start with a block that we can move. And so here we've got our block. If we run it, this thing just falls to the ground. So instead, let's put it on a conveyor belt, and this conveyor belt will move it across the left-hand side of the screen. You notice it's red. When I put down this button, that's also red, so they're linked to the same script group. So when I step on this button, that thing powers on, carries the block over to the edge. So far, so good. Now let's have it carry a few blocks. These will be dropped off one by one, and I'm going to make a group here. We've got 4 blocks, and I'm going to put these 4 switches here, and they all need to be depressed in order to make the group powered, because they're a different type of switch. And let's have that do something cool over here. Can have this part of the blue group, and this is going to drop a block on its own. So let's see what happens so far. These 4 blocks move over here. Once they all reach there, block drops. Let's have the block do a couple other cool things. We can make it break through a couple of these wooden platforms. So that's kind of cool. We're getting somewhere interesting. And let's do something even cooler. Let's put some moving blocks here. And these blocks will move to occupy the space once they can. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this yet, but it should be cool. See what happens here. That's interesting. So push it off to the side. Let's prevent the push. Put that wall there. Yep, still not working. Let's just try and block it completely. It's funny, I designed this whole system, I designed how everything works, but I'm still surprised by a lot of the behavior sometimes. It does weird stuff. So cool. We've got the blocks falling. Now let's have it activate a switch down here when that block makes it there. I'm going to do... So I'm going to have a saw blade. Now these saw blades will kill the player, will kill any creature in the game, and they move around the edges of walls like this, as you can see. In order to confine them, you can use ice, and they won't climb up the ice, so they just move back and forth. So if we want to make a gate for this guy, I'm going to put a movable ice block there, and then a moving block that goes down here. And let's add some more crates that this can break through. And that's just for pure visual. Alright, it gets released, and then, yep, the saw blade destroys everything. Now we can also have it drop these stone blocks, which the saw blade won't destroy, but instead the saw blade will most likely get destroyed by it. And then we can have this block drop down and activate something. Oops. Now let's see what we want to do. Let's use a lightning machine. So this lightning machine is controlled by this switch. And if it has an unobstructed view of the conductor, this purple thing, then it'll create an arc. Let's see if this works. Yep. The saw blade is obviously immune, but I am not. Okay, so when the arc is connected, it's actually powering this purple control group. So let's have that do something as well. I'm going to add in a gargoyle, which basically is a fire shooting device, and that'll be activated by the arc. And I want him to shoot at some wood, because the fire will break through the wood, and then also I'm going to have him hit this TNT keg here, and this will cause a chain reaction. Let's see how this one works. Oh yeah, I totally blockaded that. Let's try it again. Saw blade comes out, start the arc. Gargoyle is blasting through, don't want to get too distracted. And bam. So pretty cool. Maybe we can have it finally do something that'll destroy this saw blade. One way to destroy a saw blade is by crushing it. So let's see if we can time this properly. So I'm going to have, if this guy is coming down here, we'll explode this. How am I going to have this activate something? I can have it chain all the way up here, across here, path should continue to chain over here. And then that should obstruct the arc. And as a finishing touch, let's have some moving blocks. We'll move out of the way. And just might catch this saw blade and destroy it. Oh. Need to have this resting on a piece of wood there. Hoping this works. You know, you never really know, but thankfully we've made the level editor pretty rapid at making changes. Yep, I can already tell it's not going to work because up here, that's totally obstructed. So I'm going to have it move past that. Go saw blade. Oh, still obstructed because this thing moved down. Not to worry though, just add some more parts right here, and that should be okay. If you don't know what I mean by obstructed, it's that the TNT kegs, yeah, I'm supposed to not exactly do that. Let's see exactly what happened here. Yeah, the saw blade busted through and destroyed the keg. So, I don't think we're going to be able to catch the saw blade that way, but I can change this, and it's possible that the saw blade will destroy itself this way, just with the bricks falling on it. Yep, dead. It's no longer a threat. That gets activated. That all gets destroyed. Too bad it couldn't chain over. So, to make it chain over a little better, I'm kind of interested to see if I can do this. Oh, that certainly won't work. So these will never get hit. But I'm pretty sure I can turn this into TNT. Actually, I'm going to make it a TNT wheel so it rolls. And it can hit this one here. Let's just add some more wheels, just for fun. Alright, this is as complicated as I want to make it for this demo. Let's see how it plays out. There we go. Thanks for watching. Look forward to a Scapegoat coming out very soon.